Things are looking way better for the Chiefs after today's news. Let's talk about that. Chiefs Kingdom, ACU crew, how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing? Mike, the Chiefs got some good news today, baby. A little bit of Xavier Worthy action, a little bit of Jalen Royals action.
Xavier Worthy is back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Time
You
to
know,
get horned
Connor
up,
Embry come out today and he said this in his presser. This is what he said. He said he's ready to go. He played 3 snaps in the first game and has been out since, so he's ready to go. It said that he looked good on the field. He's going to have to protect himself, but he said he's ready to go this week. And then he had this to say about Jalen Royals. So this is great, too. He said, I expect him to get in and play. He was trending up the whole way. He's quiet and works hard. Another guy, you ask him to do something, and he'll do it. So people might not like the way Connor Embry coaches, but I like what he says in his press conferences because he's telling us good news. And what do we need, Steve? We need more good, positive news here in the kingdom because it's been a doom and gloom scenario now for about 2 or 3 weeks, man.
Everybody's having doom and gloom meetings.
Yeah, everybody's
that's
having
a thing now.
having a little cry fest.
Yeah, but do you guys remember Connor Embry? You guys remember that guy that everybody blamed for Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore? Do y'all remember him? He gave us some good freaking news today, Mike. I'm excited, dude. I think this offense, it's going to take Xavier Worthy and probably even Jalen Royals to kick it up to another notch, baby. Twist them nips. Let's get it going. But, I mean, it was apparent right off the rip. As soon as Xavier Worthy got hurt in the first game, 3 plays in, everything kind of just tanked. It was like they were lost. I think he's going to be a big part of this offense. I think they were planning on him being the biggest part of the offense until Rashee Rice gets back. And then he was gone. So, yeah, a little bit of struggle here and there, but we had a couple good second halves. But I think this week could be a lot different. And obviously it needs to be a lot different playing a better opponent than we've played so far.
Yeah. The Ravens need to win this game. Like, they need it.
Yeah, so do we.
I mean, we do too, but I think if we lose, I feel like we're still not as in bad a shape as the Ravens would be going forward.
Right.
We need the game. Don't get me wrong, but I think the Ravens have to have this game, and I think they've just had Lamar has had like an impeccable season so far. Through 3 weeks, this dude has the highest QBR of any. I think he's got like 9 touchdowns to no picks right now. He's got maybe the highest 3-game QBR in the history of football since like Tom Brady did it like the first 3 games of a season one time. Like, it's not because of Lamar Jackson. It's because that defense over there can't stop anyone. So they're going to be fired up. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball. They lost the game on that one. He's going to be fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're all – this is going to be a knockdown drag out in Arrowhead, and I think the Chiefs have to get their asses up, and they have to play football, man. They got to come motivated, or they're going to get smacked in the mouth, and I feel like Worthy gives you that spark that we need to stay motivated here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Ravens are definitely going to be out to kick some ass this week. They've not opened up the season the way they wanted to, much like the Chiefs have not, but I mean, here's the thing, man. The Chiefs are missing a lot of players. I think the Ravens are banged up a little bit too, but us getting back some integral pieces right here before this game, that's huge. It's good for momentum. It's good for morale. And we just got to get these guys out there and get them going this season, right? A lot of people in the chat I've already seen asking about the shoulder injury with Xavier Worthy. Like, what's the workload going to be like? How is that going to play out? Well, here's the thing, man. From what I understand with that injury, it's like you either play through it through the entire year, or you go ahead and hang it up and do surgery. That's it. You either stick it out till the end of the season, do the surgery then, or you do the surgery now and be out for the season. So, I mean, it might limit him somewhat. I'm not sure what the pain threshold of that would be. I don't know how much that's going to limit any kind of movement or rotation in the shoulder. I'm not positive about that. I'm not a freaking doctor, and I've never had that injury myself, so I really don't know. But I do know that Andy Reid said that he told Xavier Worthy, basically, you come back when you feel good, when you're ready, and when the doctors clear you. And he did sit out last week. So he did use some discretion. He
Yeah.
didn't jump back in there too fast. So I think maybe he is just ready to go. Maybe it's not bothering him as much as people would think. I guess we'll find out.
Right. I'm sure most of you guys are on X. If you guys follow any of the beat writers like Matt Derrick, Pete Sweeney. Who?
Pete
Sweeney.
Pete Sweeney.
His what? That weenie over there. Oh, Peter B. Sweeney. They're posting up all these kinds of practice videos where Xavier Worthy's just out there having a time, baby. He's dancing, he's feeling it, he's grooving, he's giving a little shoulder shrug. Okay, he ain't worried about it. He's ready to go. But look, people know what the injury is. He's going to have to protect themselves. And you've got teams, the Ravens. I don't want to say the Ravens play dirty. I don't want to say they're headhunters or anything. But in the NFL, if people know that you're a big-time wide receiver, you can hurt my team, but I can maybe hit you and hurt you a little bit. They're going to take some shots on this kid if they get the opportunity. So Mahomes can't hang him out to dry. He's got to make sure all of his passes are on point. Travis Kelce got to pay attention and run the right routes at the right depths, okay? Because this guy, tired of it, okay? But look, you mentioned that the Ravens have some problems right now. They said Matabuke's not going to play already. They've already ruled him out with that neck injury. I found this tweet to be hilarious. Kevin Ostrich. What's his freaking name, bro? Ostrich? Ostrich over here says that the current healthy Ravens defensive line is Anus Pebbles, okay? Anus Pebble, John Jenkins, Double J, and then 4 practice squad players, Okoye, Urban, Bryan, and Tupou. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Josh Tupou. Why is everybody's name so hard to pronounce today, bro? What's up?
They have weird names, man.
Get it together out here with the last name. Come out with something that tells us how to say these things properly. Aeneas Peebles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. You can tell just by looking at the scoreboard from the last 3 games that their defense is struggling, buddy.
They can't.
They
Dude,
have
they couldn't stop
allowed
an old lady.
They
from
have
getting
allowed
the final watermelon
96
in the
points.
store.
96 freaking points in 3 games, dude. That's how much they've let up, which is absolutely ridiculous. It says that is the first 3 games of any season in the franchise's 30-year history. So that's the worst start that they've had defensively in their entire franchise history.
Hey,
brother.
it's a bad defensive team, Steve.
Yeah,
They're
really
horrible.
is.
They're atrocious, but we're not very good on offense so far. But I feel like we're better on offense than they are on defense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so too. That's the thing, man. I think our offense is just kind of trying to take off. It's almost like, man, you have that old piece of shit car and you're trying to start it, and it's like, right? Like it's like it's, you know when you can feel it's getting ready to catch. Like it's almost like that's what our offense feels like right now. Like at any moment it could catch and go.
Yeah, where you're like choking it, you're like, and just finally it says, and it dies.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, we're gonna rev it just enough. Don't flood it. Just rev it enough.
Flood it. Hell yeah, baby. Get horned up, Wolfgang. Appreciate you, buddy. Hey, you guys hit that like button if you haven't. It takes 2 seconds. It'll help more people get in here. Chiefs Kingdom, MIA this season. We got to get everybody back.
It's fine. We're
gotta get
exposing the
everybody back.
bandwagoners. We're exposing.
Where you at?
Steve, we're exposing all the people that come along in high. And I'm not saying all Swifties are like this, but we had a Taylor Swift
Don't
bump.
you talk about the Swifties.
I'm just saying we had a Swiftie bump, and guess what? When Taylor's man ain't playing too good and the Chiefs ain't winning, they're not going to care too much about football. So it's come down. Chief fans that haven't been there from the beginning is not paying attention. It's fine. The real ones are here. The real ones support. And Steve, the real ones, okay, can talk smack about their team when they suck and all this stuff. But at a certain point, it gets really disheartening to tell people every single day that it's doom and gloom and the Chiefs are done and everything sucks and Butker sucks this day and Mahomes sucks this day and we don't have a running back this day. It sucks, okay? People don't want to hear that shit. We're ready to hear about how we're about to turn the corner. And I don't know how ACU got to be the most positive guys on the block because we're the only ones that tell it like it is. But let me tell you something. I'm a positive Pete today.
Positive Pete, baby.
I want everybody to know that the Chiefs are going to go into Arrowhead on Sunday, and we're going to put the smack down on the Ravens, and we're going to be 2-2 after the first 4, and we're going to be completely fine. Chris Jones even said it today. He said we got the momentum on our side, and you know what? I listen to a guy like Chris Jones.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Because
you?
why? He's the man. That's why.
He's the man. He said, "You got a fish sandwich?"
Steve, I'm tired of. Look, I don't want to preach to the people, but I'm tired of it. Like I want people to be a little more positive. I want people to have a little bit of better outlook.
Yeah, man. So it's like a couple of things could fall into place to help this offense out, right? I mean, honestly, I think all the pieces are there. It's probably, when everybody gets back, say after week 6, Rashee Rice is back and everything, collectively, I feel like it's the most pieces Mahomes has had on an offense. And if you look at the improved offensive line, I think that's a little bit better for him as well because he's never really had a good left tackle, right? Since Fish when we first started, that's about it. And I mean, it's not like he was a freaking world beater or anything. So I just think that things are looking positive for this team. They just have to tread water until everyone's back healthy. And I think getting Xavier Worthy and Jalen Royals back all in the same week, that's a nice little bump to hold you over for 2 weeks till we get Rashee Rice back now, isn't it? Now, here's the thing to me, though. I think everything hinges on the run game. As much as it doesn't matter to Andy Reid, as much as he doesn't like to run the football, it's just a fact, man. Over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we've got to put up 20-plus carries. We've got to put up 20-plus carries, and we'll get that victory, baby. I mean, I don't know how Andy hasn't realized that yet. So I think we definitely got to utilize the ground game, and we got to figure something out with that too. So even if the receivers come back and things are looking good in the pass game, we still got to get that run game figured out. It's not exactly where we want it to be, right? I think Isaiah Pacheco is not having the greatest year so far, but he's done some good things. And then Kareem Hunt, he's always going to do good things here and there, but we've got to get Brashard Smith involved. We just have to.
I agree. Brashard Smith, I think, is the key for the running back room going forward. If we're not going to pull the trigger and make a move on one of these running backs, like an Alvin Kamara, and I know a lot of people don't want it. They say it's too late. Let's not do this mid-season, even though it's only 3 weeks in.
That's a seasoned vet right there, baby.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying Kamara's going to come in and be able to do whatever. I think you would have a Tyler Algier could come in and learn it within a week or two. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And he doesn't run groundbreaking concepts, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very easy to learn zone blocking. So just know how to read a zone blocking scheme and you're fine.
I think Steve Williams could do it.
Also have a guy, unlike Pacheco, who could actually – look, you can show Pacheco a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme and have him find the hole. He'd miss every one of them. And look, I love the guy, but let's get it together, Pacheco. Mr. Pacheco. Okay, let's go. Let's get it together.
Here's the thing, man. Use your guys to their strengths. And I know that's what Andy Reid is normally good at, but I feel like they're really missing it with Isaiah Pacheco. I really do. Because this kid naturally has all the speed in the world. He's got all the energy. He wants to bounce things outside. He wants to so bad because he doesn't know where the holes are.
Let him do it.
Can't see it.
Get him to the edge.
Dude, that's what we need to do. Like King Curtis, Mike.
How about that?
I've come to the edge. Like maybe King Curtis.
Let him, maybe put him in the backfield, motion him out of the backfield, let him come back on an end around or something. Let this guy get to the edge. Just don't let him go between the tackles because he couldn't find the hole.
That little misdirection play. That little misdirection play last week.
Love Pacheco. But he tough time hitting the hole. I'd hate to be his wife.
Steve-O with the 2 says, y'all rock. Appreciate you, Steve-O.
Appreciate you, brother.
We got Jacob in the house with the 5 bomb. Says, just joining in. Sorry if you already talked about running back. Is there a running back that's in contract year you would like to see Veach go get?
We can elaborate more, Jacob, sir.
Let's do it.
I appreciate the 5. Steve, it's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about Achane. Okay? That's been a big one. Now, look, let's just say that they like Achane too much. They don't want to blow it up. They're not going to do that. They got another guy sitting there that I really like, Jalen Wright out of Tennessee.
Yeah,
come out a few drafts ago. Love that kid. I think he's got the ability to do it. Kind of like the kid that just got drafted to the Browns this year and's looked pretty good. He was a Tennessee product as well, so I like that. I really like Jerome Ford, the kid out of Cincinnati that got drafted by the Browns, and the Browns aren't currently using him right now. We've seen Jerome Ford can actually do some damage if you give him a shot. A lot of people say Dameon Pierce. Look, I don't love the Dameon Pierce one. I think he's a little too between the tackles. He reminds me a little bit of like a Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and if he don't have that burst, you're just going to get more of the same. A lot of people, look, what about Etienne from the Jags? I kind of like that one. Nobody's really mentioned him a lot.
We did.
You've mentioned him, but I don't think nobody else outside of that's mentioned him. Steve, name a few. I said Algier earlier.
You kind of nailed the one that I was thinking in my head that makes the most sense for what Brett Veach normally does, and that's Dameon Pierce. The
you
fact
like
that
Dameon Pierce, though.
I'm not like a
I
huge
don't think
on the
he would
idea.
be my first pick out of all
He's not a needle mover, but a lot of these guys that you're talking about are not. I think if you really want to move the needle, you got to take a big swing. You got to try to get Devon Achane. You got to get Alvin Kamara. You get some of these other guys, and you just get what you get. But I think Dameon Pierce falls right into that Brett Veach wheelhouse, where it's like, here's a guy that was really good when he started. He was supposed to be good coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
He's just not being used properly. Maybe we could take him and we can do what we want to do with him.
Would love Rashad White out of Tampa Bay. Now, I don't know if they get rid of him.
No, I don't think so.
But they do got Bucky Irving, and they use him a lot. They just use – and Bucky Irving's good in the pass game, too. So,
boy,
for the right price.
Right there. You remember the Chiefs interviewed Bucky a few times.
Do you remember, by the way, on Bucky Irving? A lot of people. He's just not going to be fast enough in the NFL.
Oh, come on,
and I remember having this conversation with you talking about it's not about that. He sees defenders 2 seconds before they know what they're going to do. He's already knew what you're going to do. And look, he's converted over pretty well, in my opinion. And he's not the fastest guy in the world, you know?
Yeah, but he's good. He knows what he's doing.
He's good.
He's like a Kareem Hunt, you know? He's not the fastest guy in the world.
I do like the Rashad White thing, though. You think would you give up like a 3 for Rashad White?
I don't know about all that. I'd have to really look into that.
He's a
Off the top of my
kid.
head, I don't know. I don't know. That don't mean anything. So is Felix Anudike-Uzomah.
I know, but you like yeah, that's true.
We don't need all those guys. Hey, Deuce Vaughn's probably available. Go get him. No, I'm just kidding. Witchy been a member for a whole year now, since 1 year of ACU. Let's freaking go, Witchy. Hell yeah. It's the best year of Chiefs football ever, baby. Ron, been a member for 20 months.
Ron's going almost 2 years over here.
Let's freaking go.
Dude, Ron was here before the official YouTube ban where they wiped everybody clean. So Ron's probably over 2 years, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to monetize your channel for fun. Your members can get their stuff back later, but they're going to have to start over.
Yeah. They're like, once we wipe out your bank accounts, we'll go ahead and put you back up there.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the extra money.
Look, YouTube
We're
gets
just
us once a year.
Google. We're just Google. We need help.
Once a year. I'm glad we can pay Google's bills for them once a year because they know how to just put the shaft to us.
Suck it. Suck it. That's what I have to say about that. Man. But yeah, y'all let us know in the chat what you all think about the running back position, because I do think that's something they've got to get figured out, right? Like one way or another. Maybe it might be Pacheco. Maybe he just needs to maybe this offense gets run a little smoother and things start coming together for him. I don't know. I saw somebody else, Mike, that said, you know what? I just wish they would just get Clyde back on the active roster and use him. Can you believe that?
That's buck wild that we've got so far in the weeds.
Talk about a 180, baby.
Yeah.
Talk about a 180.
So far in the weeds, Steve, that we're now begging for the guy that we wanted to just run out of town last year.
Dude, it's funny how people will do a full 180 like that.
Well, that's what happens when you get a little stagnant back there. Like Clyde's starting to look like he's the man.
Right. Well, there's another one we haven't mentioned, right? They went out and got Elijah Mitchell over the summer.
Why is he not getting any carry?
I'm just saying, he might be that guy. Maybe. You never know. But he's not been out there. I think he has a lot of the tools that could work in this offense. So who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one up to old Brett, not Brett, but Andy Reid. I'm gonna leave that up to Andy. Brett Veach might know too, but you know what? I'm going to leave that up to Andy Reid. Make that call, figure that out. But I do think you have to start running the ball at least 20 times a game. And I think that is when you maximize your chances for winning, as the Chiefs have played over the last probably 8 years, dude. That's what we've noticed. It's just a trend. It just is. Even if you don't run the ball well, if you just get 20 handoffs in there, baby, you have a much higher chance of winning. Let's talk about the receivers a little bit more, because that's what we're here for, baby. Xavier Worthy coming back. Jalen Royal's going to get out there for his first time as a rookie. So it's going to be pretty fun, right? It's going to be intriguing. What about this offensive line? They have an opportunity to really dominate, right? Because you were mentioning their defensive line. They have 4 guys on the practice squad playing right now.
Right.
So, I mean, this could be a game where we should absolutely dominate the trenches. And that should allow Patrick Mahomes to be a little bit more comfortable and see what these receivers can actually do. But how do you think they go about that, man? What do you think they do as far as like offensive scheme? You think they go back to what they originally had planned at the beginning of the season? Just kind of get Xavier Worthy like a heavy load? Or do they kind of realize, hey, Tyquan Thornton can do a lot of this too, and just have some fun with it? What do you think they're doing? You think they're gonna just come up with something off the cuff this week?
Worthy and I don't think you're insinuating this, but Worthy and Thornton are not playing the same position whatsoever at the wide receiver. So I don't think one.
No, but I do
other.
think Tyquan Thornton has been running a lot of Xavier Worthy's routes.
That's possible, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say: Hollywood has not been the most explosive guy this season. Now he has got down the field a few times. He's caused some PIs. Pat's actually relied on him a little bit. Pervert. Yeah, get that perversion out of here. But yeah, so Hollywood's not looked horrible. He's just been more of like, he's felt more like a volume guy, kind of like the Juju Smith-Schuster, what we're used to with him. And of course, Juju's still kind of just being Juju. But you know what's wild is Juju in space has looked kind of explosive this season, and it's just it's buck wild. So anyway,
Juju's got a little bit of juice left in there.
Yeah, those two just decided to just flip flop it. So Hollywood's like, look, I'm going to be old and take a playoff, and Juju's like, I'm going to be explosive. But I'm with you.
Can we call him Juice? Can he be Juice now?
Juju's?
Yeah, that works. Whatever.
Juice. I like it. I don't think Tyquan Thornton is going to get his snaps taken away from him at all. Even when Rashee Rice comes back, there might be a slight downtick, but I don't think it's nothing crazy. He's earned it. He looks good. I think Pat trusts him. Worthy, I don't think is going to be on a pitch count, in my opinion. Now, look, I don't think that he's going to play every single offensive snap, but I don't think it's going to be like a pitch count where you see him play, 10, 15, 20. Like, he's going to play at least probably 50% of the offensive snaps, in my opinion, unless he takes a shot on the shoulder, he notices he can't go up and get a ball, or he hurts himself or something like that, and you don't want to, like, overdo it. Because, like you said, you either put him on the IR and do the surgery, or you just let him play through it. But if he comes out and, in the second quarter takes a tough shot on it, you might pull him back for maybe a quarter, let it see if it goes. And if it don't, just go ahead and let him sit till the next week. You're going to have to just be really good with that. And the doctors, the team doctors, everybody, he's going to have to be really good about eating the right things, icing it, doing everything he's got to do. He's got to be a true professional.
What does he have to eat for that to be better?
Lots of anti-inflammatories. You don't want that thing to be inflammatory. I don't know if spinach will help you. Look, just anything anti-inflammatory. Get out there and get yourself some
ibuprofen.
Sure. Look, neck down, ibuprofen. It works. That's your bread and butter. But look, to answer your question about the offensive line should dominate this defensive line this week. If they have trouble this week, when are you ever not going to have trouble? So I think Kingsley could get over the hump here. I think maybe Creed can get back to being what he can be because he don't have to babysit Kingsley the whole time. Josh Simmons has looked really good so far through 3 games. Now, week 3, he took a little bit of a step back, but this guy was going against the Giants defensive line, who, might I say, is the strength of the team and could be one of the best defensive lines in all of football across the board. So, I thought they looked pretty good. You're still going to have Jawan Taylor. Let's just hope. He's averaging 2 penalties per game so far this year. Actually, more than that. It's like 2.5 or something. Let's hope he comes under. Let's hope he goes under. Hey, can I tell you some funny stuff about Jawan that I found today? Check this out. I went back and dug up Jawan's stuff because I was like, are they really just targeting Jawan? Check this out. 2019, his rookie year, he had 15 penalties. In 2020, 7. So he went from 15 to 7 with the Jags.
He's had that in 3 games.
Right. 2021, 14 penalties. So he kicked back up. 2022, he went back down to 8. So he's going between like 15 and 14 to 8 and 7 with the Jags, right? So you can tell he's got some penalty problems, but also he can get it together a little bit. First year with the Chiefs, first game with Collinsworth. This cat has 27 penalties in the year 2023. He follows it up in 2024 with 22. And then this year, he already has 8. So check this out. If we go 17 games and he keeps this pace, he is on pace for 45.4 penalties. So you can round it up to 46. You can keep it at 45. 45 penalties. That is the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Is that it? That's not bad.
It is insane. With the Jags, he averages 0.6 penalties per game. And with the Chiefs, by the way, he's played 34 less games or something like that with the Chiefs. 32 less games. 1.3 penalties. So he's more than doubled his penalty output with the Chiefs. Now, something tells me he was a penalty machine, but I'm still telling you, Chris Collinsworth and them put the hex on that guy.
They did.
They're
They
still
really
messing with him a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I think that illegal formation penalty was kind of a crock the other day.
But a lot of it, look, Jawan's got to figure it out. If they're targeting you, like, look, let me just say, if I live from my job 5 miles and it's a straight stretch and everybody's driving 100 miles an hour and there's a cop there every day and he gets me for going 20 over at 80 and he just keeps getting me, I can't just say, well, everybody else is going 100. He's still going to be like, well, if they jump off a cliff, are you going to follow? It's always that mentality. So at some point, you're just going to have to slow down and drive the speed limit until they leave you alone. So
I like that analogy, Mike.
Exactly. So Jawan can't say, look, blah, blah, blah does it, and he does it, and he does it. Well, guess what?
Jawan, you can't be driving like Rasheed Rice, buddy. You got to drive like the rest of the general public.
And if you can't do it, then guess what? Ass to bench, splinter, for all I care. Splinter in the cheek for all I care, okay?
Yeah. Couple super chats to get to real quick. Braden, I went ahead and brought you up a 2-bomb here. We were talking about the pass game. I did want to bring in the tight ends on that, talk about what needs to happen there. Travis Kelce has got to get back to somewhat of a mental state where Travis Kelce can play football. Like right now, it's a bit of laziness, a bit of not wanting to block, a bit of, a lot of little things here and there.
He may be horny.
You gotta get it together, and that's the thing. I don't think it's
intentional. All the
intentional.
excuses. Let's just go ahead and throw that one in there too, man.
I'm just saying he's got to get it together, but I think it's obviously a little bit different than it used to be with him and Mahomes, right? The chemistry is not exactly the same. I think maybe they need to try to build that back up, whether it's just a little quick designs, quick hitters here and there, just something to get that going again.
Yeah,
baby.
no screens.
But they've got to utilize Noah Gray, and I really would like to see Robert Tonyan start getting the ball in his hand a little bit this week, because I do think he could be a help to the offense. We saw it all off season. We saw it with a season there in Green Bay where he went crazy. So I mean, the kid can do it. So I think we get him the ball a little bit and see what he can do. But yeah, I mean, it really hinges on Travis Kelce. We know he's going to be the guy that gets. I want to say the bulk of the snaps, but him and Noah Gray were almost 50-50 last week. Keep that in mind. But if Noah's going to be on the field, use him. Let's do it, because we know he can do it too. So I do think tight end's a big part of getting this offense going. It always has been. So I definitely think that's.
I absolutely love the fact that they're giving Noah Gray more snaps, though. He's earned it.
He needs to. I'd love to see him get more touches and see what he can do, man. Appreciate the 2, Braden. And then we got Jacob with a 2. Said trade for Dexter Lawrence or other defensive line options. Ooh. Well, there's Christian Wilkins out there, baby. If you can handle some kisses on the forehead and a couple peanut touches, you can get Christian Wilkins in there.
Hey. How many peanut jiggles? How many peanut jiggles would you take for a win next week?
I don't think anybody in that locker room is ready to do this.
If you ain't willing to accept a peanut jiggle for a win, I don't know if you want it bad enough.
Trade for Dexter Lawrence. What do you think about that, Mike?
No. I can't. It's too much. That'd cost us an arm and a leg.
Yeah, I mean,
literally, Brett Veach had to chop an arm off and send it over before they'd take that.
What does he make in comparison to Chris Jones? Is he ahead of him now?
I mean, he's right near it.
Yeah,
but also, did we see what Dexter
a 4-year,
Lawrence,
$90 million contract?
Not dogging Dexter Lawrence, but did we see what Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith done to him last game?
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence
there was
good,
one complete play where they picked him up and threw him in the third row. So poor Dexter didn't get a lot accomplished the other day, but I do like him. I just don't know if that's the thing. And I think that's a perfect segue to talk about Omar Norman-Lott, who, by the way, is the second best defensive tackle on this team already through 2 games.
Let's go, baby. Who saw that coming? Come on.
Dude, come on.
Appreciate the 2, Jacob, by the way.
Love Omar Norman-Lott. This cat is not getting talked about enough. Look, I went back, watched some of the games, seen some all 22. There were times they were playing him as a nose, basically, or like a one tech. And look, they've made him put on a lot of weight. And I still don't like the weight gain. I think it was too much. I think adding maybe 5-10 pounds was cool. 20 and 30 was getting a little excessive. So his thing is getting after the quarterback and being a disruptor. And the whole thing of coming out of college was he could not defend the run. But look, so far he's looked pretty good against the run. He looked pretty good against the run the other night. I want to say that, what was it? Scattaboo had like 60 yards on 6 carries or 10 carries like that, whatever. But anyways, I want to say like 45 came after first contact. But that's what Scattaboo does. The fact that we were contacting him, on 10 carries for only like 15 yards on first contact, that means that we were playing well. I seen good fills by Chamari Connor a bunch. I thought our defensive line played well. And look, there was a lot of times that Spags, and this is one thing that we talk about with the offense, Andy Reid has gotten so piss poor. I'm just going to flat out say it. Piss poor at using his weapons in the right way. He doesn't do it. He doesn't use Pacheco when he needs to be used. He never used Sky Moore the way he needed to be used. He's not using Brashard Smith the way he needs to be used. There's plenty of things that he does not play to their strengths. Andy is really weird about that right now. I don't know what it is. Spags don't have that problem. Spags is finding ways to find what his players are good at.
Spags is kicking ass and taking names, baby.
And he puts them in positions. There were times where we were running a glorified 3-4, 3 down linemen with Jones and Karlaftis and our boy Omar Norman-Lott. And they were doing it. And they were de facto putting Leo Chanel down on the line and letting him run as an edge rusher at times. So look, Spags is being creative. Spags is doing it, and all of his players are responding to it. And look, Andy's got to get more creative and start using his players on the offensive side too, because he's being very stale, and Spags is being like groundbreaking here. And I think we see the difference, right? And
for
going
sure.
back to Omar Norman-Lott, he's caused a lot of havoc. I really like what he's done, and I think he looks even better here going forward.
14 pass rush snaps the other day, and he had 5 pressures, 5 hurries. I'll take it. I'll take that all day, any day.
That is elite production
dude.
at rushing the passer.
Now if you get Chris Jones to step up and be what Chris Jones can be, get George doing what George, they both had 7 pressures last week. So, I mean, we got to keep that going. We got to keep that momentum going because, I mean, pressure on the quarterback's the name of the game in the NFL. It just is. You let any NFL quarterback sit back there and they're going to get you. Like, you got to put some pressure on them. So, this is what it is, man. But, yeah, let's move over to the defense a little bit. Before we do that, just want to say I appreciate you guys for being here. Hit the like button if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go subscribe to the channel because it's the best damn Chiefs channel on YouTube, baby.
We're so close to 50,000.
Yeah.
Like, we're only like 300 subs away. So if you're watching this and you're not subbed, help me out. Help this ugly man out over here.
Help
this
me
ugly dude
help
out.
you help me.
Dude, when we started this channel, we never thought 50,000. We never even dreamed of that. We were probably like...
I didn't even really know how YouTube worked when we started the channel.
Yeah, we didn't even understand what YouTube was. Like, we were like, let's
No,
just
we
go
knew what
ahead
YouTube was, but I didn't know nothing about
No, I
posting
mean,
on
as
it.
in a content creation point. We were like, what? Whatever. And, dude, I've had fun. We've grew with the people. The people's going to get us to 50K sooner than later. Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Can we be the People's Chiefs channel? Like The
We
Rock?
are the People's
Yeah.
Chiefs channel.
The People's Chiefs channel.
Why? Because, look, we're the only one out there besides maybe Scrambling and maybe RGR that's not completely corporate owned.
That's true.
With millions of dollars in their back pocket, with tons of editors, tons of script writers, tons of
Management.
management,
Yeah.
you name it. It's coming through fast and furious for everybody out there, but not us. We go to work like a normal human, and we come in here and we talk
We're the People's
about the
channel.
Chiefs. We're the people's chance. That's what's up.
Nice speech. Anyway, before Mike went on his rant there.
Oh, Chief concerns too. Except
Yeah.
they do have a guy that used to play for the Chiefs, man. He's got a lot of connections. I ain't got that connection. Hook me up.
Oh, JD, baby. Mike,
Hook
we
it
gotta go
up.
eat. We gotta go eat some barbecue with JD.
Yeah. We told JD we'd come out before the summer was over, and I think we lied to him because I think his summer's officially over, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Thank God.
Look,
There's nothing
get
I hate
your
more
ass
than summer.
together. And next weekend or the weekend after, let's drive over to Lexington and have some barbecue with JD.
Yeah, sure.
I'll set it up. I'll hit him up.
Let's do it. I'm all for it. Also, guys, if you would like to become a member, you can do that at join.allchiefed.com. It's just $4.99 a month. Get that subscription, baby. And here's the thing. we're getting ready to do a members only live stream. We have what, 5 days left in this month, so it's coming up in the next few days. We'll keep you guys posted on that if you are a member. But we're giving away a signed Jaden Hicks picture, baby. He signed a nice little picture for us. We're going to give it away on the stream. So if you want a chance to get that, get on that members only live stream, baby. Join.allchiefedup.com. Also, we got merch.allchiefedup.com. You can get some snazzy t-shirts and some stuff. So go check that out. And that you're going to be looking good and you're going to support the channel all at the same time. So let's do it.
Hey, man. I just want to let you know I'm going to give away. I've got an extra thing I'm going to give away to everybody on the members only. Yeah. I got a little Chiefs, like some Chiefs merch I'm going to give away. I found some extra merch I'd bought and was going to give away to people. So I've got some of that. And you know what? I got a mystery package in.
Mystery package.
Somebody sent us okay, I just want to take a minute and talk about this. Not Chiefs related, so I know somebody's going to get their ass chapped. But let's talk about this for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I got a mystery box.
Sam, we're talking to you, Sam.
We're not.
I'm just kidding.
We got a mystery box in. And look, I'm going to have to show it to you. Can't show it on camera because the address could be possible like a thing. But like this thing come from Indianapolis with just a weird name. It's like a name that I really can't pronounce. It's like a female name.
Did you have did you call the bomb squad to have the dog sniff it first?
I didn't. I felt it. I shook it a little bit. It was light. I don't know what's in it.
Hey man, you never
but
know
I'm
what
gonna
they got
open
going
it
on
up
these days.
and figure out what it is. But I just wanted to talk about that because I don't know who sends us stuff. And by the way, you can send it. We've got it in the description. Probably not on this one.
No turds.
If you go to any. Yeah, don't send nothing nasty or nothing gross like a poop, like a dog poop or something. But send whatever you want, man. We'll take it. It's fun. But yeah, dude, I got a package. And on the outside, though, it says for the ACU crew. It don't say for us.
They're trying to give it away.
Yeah, so I'm thinking something's in that box that they want us to give away for them.
You haven't opened it?
No, I haven't opened it yet.
Open it.
I wanted to open it.
Open it. Open it.
It just come in today. I didn't get a chance.
Open it. Open it.
I'm going to open it. I'll open it. Should we open it live during the members only?
No, right now.
No, you got to be a member to see it. That's the beauty of it.
What? Come on.
The members get to see it. Because look, if it's a giveaway for the members, it's going to them anyway.
But maybe it's a real good giveaway, and then somebody be like, "Hell, I'm going to be a member."
Fly, bro.
I want to be a member. You're getting
I started talking about somebody sending me poop.
Fly wants you to open it too. That fly wants you to open it too.
Well, I can't get to it because it's 3 rooms away, and I'm not leaving. And then also, I'll open it.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I hope he's talking about you not opening the box right now.
We're not opening it tonight.
Oh, come on.
I might need the bomb squad to check it out first.
Bruh.
What if I open it up and it's like a stink bomb or a glitter bomb and it goes off on me
Even
live
better,
on camera?
man. A lot of
I'm
people
not
like it
having
when
that.
you drank rotten milk one time.
That was my choice to drink the rotten milk. I don't want a glitter bomb on me.
Do it.
I'm already wearing
you know what it's going to be?
Shirt. That's enough of an embarrassment.
I don't know if I could say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You know what it's going to be?
Oh God, don't say it. I don't know what you're going to say, but
It's going to be a green dildo like the WNBA gets thrown on the court. Somebody sent it to you. Somebody sent it to you in the mail. You got a green phallus.
That's funny,
dude.
Like an Eagles fan sent it to us.
Open it. Open
It's probably
it.
the Eagles. They probably sent us something.
Bro.
Maybe they sent us a binky like we were going to send out to Jamar Chase.
Since you're not going to let us have any fun, let's talk about the defense a little
I
bit.
don't have it with me.
Oh, you don't have it?
It's like 2 rooms away. I'm not getting up and
leaving. Where's Kayla?
No, we're not.
I'm calling her. I'm calling her right now.
I'm
going to go behind. I'm going to go behind your back. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it delivered to you. No, all right, man. But yeah, let's talk about the defense, man. Let's talk about that. We mentioned the defensive line already. But let's talk about the secondary. They've really stepped it up, brother. Now, a lot of that is because Spags is a damn evil genius.
Oh, yeah.
Those split safeties was a thing of beauty last week.
It was, man.
Wasn't it?
Where did we explain that to people? Was
fun
it on
to
our
watch.
podcast this week?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was a fun concept that we've seen Spags run. Now, he's done this before. But, dude, it was confusing Russell Wilson like crazy was that split safety concept where he was running like
That could
man
be a
on one
good
side
thing
and-
for this team.
Yeah.
Dude. It really could. I like it. I like the idea of it. Now, I don't know if you can do it every week, depending on the offense that you're playing, but I do think it's a good wrinkle to have. It really worked really well last week, and I mean, you got guys like Jaden Hicks, even Brian Cook. They can both do both of those things. And then you can get Chamard Connor involved. Christian Roland Wallace was excelling at it, dude. I think it's a good thing. And corners. Let's talk about the corners. Christian Fulton is supposed to be back in this mix.
Nice.
So we still don't really know what we got going on there, right? We've seen this much of him. One thing we do know about him is he apparently doesn't like to play football. But hopefully he can squash that narrative soon. But Jalen Watson, brother. Jalen Watson. He's stepping it up again, baby.
Jalen Watson.
Just
Hey,
when you thought,
love
just
it.
when he had you thinking for a second, maybe he was just a 7th round draft pick that was working at Wendy's and he got lucky for a little bit. You know, maybe he really isn't as good as we thought.
You said that, and then look, he's
And
seen
then,
it.
boom!
Steve, you have been
Yeah.
you have been Jalen Watson's arch nemesis since he
I'm
was
not, though. I
drafted.
love Jalen Watson.
But look,
But I
when
like
he
to
was
inspire
drafted-
him.
When he was drafted, you talked so much smack on him.
I did
and
not.
He's seen it. He's seen it, and somebody told us that he's seen it, and he was like, he hates that dude. He uses him as motivation every day. And then look, you did it again.
Hey, it worked. He's kicking ass right now. You're welcome, Jalen Watson.
Dude,
My boy.
Look, I love Jalen Watson. It doesn't matter. Look, a lot of people take things we say, you know, like, man, they hate people. Those players, like, there's a lot of things I'll tweet about Charles Omenihu. People say, I bet Charles Omenihu hates you. We even made a joke in our last video.
Man, it is
How
what
McCole
it
Hardman
is.
and Charles, you know, and Jawan Taylor, they probably hate us.
Mike, we
Look,
can't be the people's champs if we're going to try to kiss their ass.
Well, this is my thing.
Like, it doesn't mean we dislike them.
Yeah, that's my
We
point.
have to be honest.
If they see it, and I'm sure a lot of players see this stuff, why don't
sorry.
they? They're humans. They have YouTube.
We're sorry. We love you.
Yeah, we don't have anything against you personally, but if you're messing up on the field, I think it's fair to call out. And guess what? They're probably going to call it out
And you know
themselves.
what? Even if we're wrong, that's we can still be wrong.
Really, a lot of people are wrong every day, and they're just completely oblivious to it. And people enjoy it.
No, but man, this cornerback room, I like it. Noel Williams, baby. What about Noel Williams?
Hey, he's a dog.
Let's
He's
go.
a dog.
Love him, dude. Love him.
Rough.
I want to see more and more of Noel Williams.
He's nasty.
And the more we see Noel Williams and the more that Spags realizes that he's kick-ass, the less chance we have of Nazi Johnson sneaking back onto
There
the
goes
roster
another
and
one that
starting.
probably hates us now.
Love Nazi Johnson. Great gunner.
Yeah. I don't have anything against Nazi Johnson, but let me tell you something. Quarterbacks feast on him
He's
too
not
much.
my first pick to be out there
It's
as a
not my
corner.
problem. Like that, you know how you get people to stop being like, "Hey,
Mike, I
stop talking
love
crap
you.
about me."
I love you. You're my brother. I love you more than almost anything in the planet.
What are you gonna say?"
I don't want you to be the freaking corner. I don't want you to be
yeah.
the corner.
Absolutely, I don't want myself to be the corner.
No. So, you know, it just is what it is. These
I ain't
guys,
stopping nothing.
you gotta have thick skin. You have to have thick skin, brother. If you're an NFL player, you have to have thick skin.
You
That's all there
better.
is to it. Yeah, dude. Anyway, linebackers. Let's talk those for a second, man. Nick Bolton killed it last week. Now, he got ran over, but it woke him up. He had one of the best games I've seen out of Nick Bolton in a while. He was everywhere, brother.
He got
And then
he got splatted once, but
it's what it took.
it woke him up.
It's kind of like that one time when I said something about Jalen Watson. Do you remember that? And then he was good afterwards.
All the time.
No, but for real, linebackers are fun. Leo, they used Leo in a couple interesting ways last week, and I'd love to see more of that. I love seeing him rush the passer. I think that's just perfect for him, right?
Dude, we've been saying this year is the year they need to experiment with putting him on the line, let him get after it. And Spags did that. It may have been the first play of the game he had him up on the line. He had him up as a pretty much just a straight up edge rusher. I don't know if he
Yeah.
actually went, but
He did that
he
a
was
couple
up there.
times last season, yes. Shout out real quick to Nikki. 25 freaking months. Let's go, Nikki.
let's go.
Let's freaking go. She's glad to be here. Don't want Andy to be sick, but it would be interesting to see what a game coached by Nagy would look like. Nikki. That's I don't know if you want to see that.
don't
Do you remember the Bears?
No.
No, but,
look, I'd rather see myself coach, and that would be a disaster.
I really would like to know the dynamic of that whole thing. Like, how does this work? Like, is Matt Nagy bringing the game plan to Andy Reid? Andy Reid eating a cheeseburger, flipping through it, thumbing through it a little bit, eating his cheese. And then he's like, okay, this will work. This will work for this week.
No,
like, is that how
that
it
can't be it, man?
Or do they collaborate? Or does Andy just take over on game day? Like, I'm calling plays anyway. I don't care what you wrote down.
No. I think what they do is they get together in a little room and they talk concepts. They probably watch the film on the Ravens, maybe last week and the week before, and they say, look, the defensive line looks a little weak. Maybe we should try to run the ball. And then Andy's like, no.
What's that mean?
He's like, here's what we'll do. We'll run
I don't know what that means.
Long. But otherwise, we will not. We'll pass the ball or do something weird. So I think they get in there and they get a little too cute together sometimes, and they try to outsmart each other.
Yeah,
I think Bieniemy was one that would be like, no, I was a running back in the day. Let's run.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't even think Bieniemy ran the ball a lot compared, right?
I don't know.
Was our numbers really up that much when Bieniemy was here for running the ball? That's a
sure.
good thing.
That'd be interesting to look at, right?
Right. Ian,
check that out for us and see what you come up with, bub. Nikki, we appreciate you. Thanks for being a member for so freaking long. You're awesome.
Yes.
It was nice meeting you, by the way, to chew with the crew. But yeah, I think you might have upset a few people saying you'd like to see what Matt Nagy coach team looks like.
oh man, don't put Nikki in the pit
watch
for that.
out. Yeah, watch
Don't
out.
put Nikki in the pit. Look, that's rude.
Slamming Sammy Joe with the 2 says Chiefs players aren't as good when they leave to other teams. I'm pretty sure that's what's trying to be said there. This is true.
Are you talking about Snead? Is this a shot at Legarius?
Brother? I don't know how many times we had to try to reason with people.
Steve, we had this. Look, we even said when he goes to Tennessee, he gonna suck.
He's not what you think
We
he
had
is.
this conversation for 2 years.
He's not what you think he is. He fits really good in the Spags defense. Dave Merritt really coached him up. But
Look, if
he's
they were to
not going to
drop him
do that in
tomorrow,
Tennessee.
And he was to come back here, I bet he would be okay.
Yeah.
It's something about
His
just
career
the
would go back.
Spags defense.
He fit it perfectly, right? And that's the same reason why we've always banged the table for Josh Williams. Get him some more snaps. He plays like Snead. Let's get Noah Williams out there. He's physical.
He plays like Snead.
Exactly, because it works in Spags' system. We knew when he left Spags' system, he wasn't going to be the same player. We knew that.
Well, we had to reason with people about the fact that we got what you should have got for Legarius Snead, and to be honest, looking at it this much, we ripped him off.
Oh,
Like big time.
Oh, yeah.
And look, we knew that Brett Veach wasn't going to pay the money. He wasn't going to do that with the corner. Like, we had to reason with people so many times to be like, look, you're just going to have to let this play out because it's the way it's going to be. And then he's not even going to be that good when he leaves. You're going to see why Brett Veach did this, and you're seeing it. But I do think he would have played better if he had stuck with the Chiefs, no doubt.
100%. Nikki says that's what she meant. I think what she meant, Mike, was she would like to see one game officially called offense by Andy and one game officially called offense by Matt Nagy.
So there's no...
and see what the deal is.
Yeah,
there.
so there's no crossover. But I don't... Yeah, Andy's just always going to, take the credit, I think. He's always took credit for
no matter
calling
how
plays.
bad it is, he'll say...
He always took it for Bieniemy, too, right?
I got to do better on that. Yeah,
he always said he did it.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Robert Williams in the house says, how long has it been since Mahomes had a 300-yard passing game? He's due for one. I'm right there with you, man. I feel like Mahomes has not done that in a minute. Now, is it more recent than we think?
When it was. It was week 17 last year against Pittsburgh. He had 320 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
That was on Christmas, baby. That was a nice little Christmas present.
320 and 3 tutties. He hit Justin
Santa
Watson
Claus
on that
Mahomes,
long
baby.
ball. Yeah, he was he brought the cold to Pittsburgh. And he
Chris
brought
Kringle.
the boys. Yeah, so look, it wasn't that long ago, Rob. It seemed like it. But it's probably about 6 games, 7 games ago.
It is kind of
maybe.
weird. I mean, in the first few years, you were just very expecting that to happen every game, right? Like all the time. It was Mahomes for 300 yards, Mahomes for 4 or 5 touchdown passes. It was just like every other week thing.
Look, he only done that 3 times last year. He only broke 300 3 times.
Yeah, it's definitely been. That's
He
the whole
broke
point.
it versus the Saints.
That's why the mainstream media and
And the Raiders.
most regular fans out there, casuals, they're not. Oh, Mahomes don't put up the stats, man. He's not as good as everybody else. That's why it's been a little slow last week. 2 years?
Yeah.
But it'll come back, and I think we have the roster to do
But
that.
the thing is, though, is every time that we think Mahomes. So, for example, he's only broke 300 3 times last year, right? But look at how many times he puts up 250. He put up 291 versus Baltimore. He put up basically 250 with the Chargers in week 4. He put up 262 versus Vegas, 291 versus Tampa,
baby.
266 versus Denver, 270 versus Carolina, 260 versus Houston, 245 versus Buffalo, 257 versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And that was one of the worst games he ever played in his life, and all that come off a chunk at the end pretty much. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like he goes 300 or he gets 100. Like, he's usually right around that 240-ish mark. It's probably about his average. And is 240 really that bad?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot less than what you expect from Mahomes. If that was anybody else, you'd be like, okay. You
Right.
know. But it just is. I'm with Jacob, though. We need more 400-yard games.
When's the last 400-yard game? Ian, look it up.
Ian, check that bad boy out. Let's check that out. How long? That's been at least 2 years ago. There's no way. Maybe 3. You have to think 3 years ago was when he had the terrible
week 7. Week 7 in 2023 versus the Chargers. He had 424 and 4 tutties.
Let's go, Patty. We need more of those games.
You know what's funny? His passer rating that game was an 87.3. Yeah, that was his biggest of the season. I was going to say that wasn't even his best passer rating, but it actually was. He had one game where he only had 200 yards, and he had an 86 passing grade, which is wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's
Sammy with the 2 says, we should extend Leo. I'd happily pay 5 years, $75 million. I think even Leo would be smart. Leo's a good football player.
Yeah.
He's a good football player.
I look, if you don't kick up his for what he plays, which is about 30 to 40% of the snaps,
right?
I cannot justify paying him $75 million.
No, they definitely have to.
If you're going to let him play 90% of the snaps, which he should be, I'm fine with paying him a nice salary like that. But if you're going to use him 30 and 40%, I cannot pay $75 million. And if they're not going to do it, then I would have to say.
Do you think it's possible if Drew leaves after this season that Leo gets more snaps and Bossa kind of takes that little tweener role?
That is the way it should be working out. So, yes, I do think I would extend Leo. I don't know if he gets $75 million. Do you think he gets 5 years, 75?
I mean, I think he is worth that if you actually played him enough snaps.
That's
I'm
big
right there
for
with
a linebacker, though.
Well, I mean, what did Nick Bolton get? It should be somewhere
Bolton
in
got
that,
like 40, right?
Yeah, it should be somewhere in that ballpark.
Nick, I would say Leo could sign 3-4 years, and you're going to get him for like $30 million tops.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be that bad at all.
Yeah, for sure.
There's one way to find out.
Look it up. Ian, check it out, bad boy. Let's get it. Ron, with the 5 bomb, says, do you think the Chiefs should bring in Will Stein next year as a new OC from Oregon? What do you think,
Oregon. Mike? I don't like bringing in college coaches for OCs a lot. I would rather have Mike McDaniel when they fire him.
If they fired him, that'd be good.
I think they will fire him, but I would be happy to have him.
That'd be awesome.
If anything, just amazing press conferences.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm all for that. I think like him and Andy Reid, surely they could cook up some stuff together.
Well, now look, I'm not saying that offensive coordinators in college can't do well. Chip Kelly did that. I mean, you're seeing Liam Cohen be okay with it. There's guys that can do it, obviously, but there's
Liam Cohen's a head coach now,
that
right?
don't always translate, right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But he was successful as an OC.
If they actually fired Mike McDaniels, that would be very interesting. McDaniels is very much in the vein of the Shanahans, though.
Dude, they basically traded everything. Right, they traded everything for Tyreek Hill because they basically run the Chiefs' offense, or they run based off the Chiefs' offense, right? Like, I think he would be able to adapt pretty seriously. And the thing about it is the little nuances between him and Andy. I think he's a little more He's a little more like dynamic than Andy. At least like Tua, he's not very accurate, but Tua will take shots.
I feel like he's more ballsy.
Oh yeah,
Right?
maybe a little too
So.
ballsy.
Like maybe Andy and him they would equal each other out. Andy's old and more conservative in these days.
Okay, so over the cap valuation said that in week 2, Leo played the best game of the year, even over last week, and that he was evaluated at about $5 million per year. So for 5 years, they would say $25 million. So you could go 4 years, $20 million. I would say 4 years, 20 to 25, and it's going to be a lot of like guarantees. So like 16 guaranteed,
I'm okay
18
with
guaranteed.
that. I'll take that all day.
That's plenty, and I take Leo all day there.
Yep, for sure. Robert, yeah, Dayball was one of our guys at one point.
Yeah, Dayball had been here before. Was he a QB coach or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Brian Dayball.
Jacob says Poach Kingsbury. Yeah, man, we thought about that before he ended up in Washington. We had mentioned that. I thought that'd be a cool little wrinkle to have, the old Mahomes college coach. Maybe get a little bit of that gunslinger back out of him. That would have been cool.
Would you be happy if they fired Nagy though, and they was to get a guy like say the Giants fired Brian Dayball? Would you want him back? Would you be happy to hire back Dayball or Peterson as OC?
Dougie P?
Like I
don't know if it'd be much different, to be quite honest.
No, I don't think I would want either of them back.
I want to see somebody that's outside of the Andy Reid coaching tree. That's why Mike McDaniels is intriguing, because he come from the Shanahans. So, like, they also
Dayball was the offensive coordinator here in 2012.
Yep.
He replaced Bill Muir.
Was that with
It was with Romeo Crennel.
Oh, Crennel, okay.
It was Crennel. The Chiefs finished a league worst 2-14. Dayball was not retained by new head coach Andy Reid. So Andy Reid he cleaned house with him. So I don't think Andy would have him back, even though he's been here. And look, not to offend nobody if you're from Canada, but I don't want a guy born in Canada being our offensive coordinator.
Is Dayball from Canada?
Yeah, he was born in, I want to say like Ontario or something. I don't want it.
Hey.
I'll take some players. Like, was Ted McMillan, the kid that got drafted out of Arizona, was he? I don't know. I don't know. But look, I don't want to coach from Canada. You go back to the CFL.
That's awesome.
Just a personal preference. I don't know.
Mike Charles says, I believe this would be Travis's last year. What are we going to do next year?
Man.
That's a good question. Like, are they going to go like in the draft and finally snag a dude? Because they've had so many opportunities in the last few years to get guys that could be almost elite status.
They had one this year. They had one in their hip pocket this year, and they chose not to do it. I don't remember who we picked, but one pick right after we picked our guy, Harold Fannin Jr. went.
That was the one that I said, right? Browns
and
picking him.
And Harold Fannin Jr. in so many ways is kind of like that Isaiah Likely, that guy that could do the Travis Kelce role pretty well.
He is a Rashee Rice type tight end. Like when he's got the ball in his hands, he's the running back.
Right.
Like that's the kind of player he is.
Not only did we drafted Felix Anudike-Uzomah and gave up, who was it that year? The kid from Iowa.
Sam Laporta.
We
passed up on, was it Trey McBride?
Trey McBride.
Greg Dulcich coming out of college looked good.
I think Trey McBride and Greg Dulcich was that the Sky Moore year?
Around there. I'm not for sure if it was the exact year.
Yeah, I can't. My photographic memory is failing me.
Who else was it? There's been a couple that's turned out pretty good. Mike, you were big on Charlie Kohler. And then Jake Ferguson was out there. I think he does okay with Dallas. There's been a handful of guys.
Dawson Knox.
Yeah.
Was another one then.
Dalton Kincaid.
Was one.
Yeah. So, I mean, there were a lot there. Now, if you look at what we have, I think it's obviously Noah if they don't go outside. It's going to be Noah Gray.
I think they may. They're going to try to keep Brenningstool too.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a guy
and
they see.
Jared Wiley. Don't forget about Jared Wiley.
Yeah.
But Brenningstool, man, I don't know. I wonder what's going on there.
Nothing
right?
else about that injury.
So we're coming up on week 4 now. Is this when they have to come off?
This cat's been dealing with. Look, we
Like
saw
how does that work? But like you have to be out for at least 4 weeks, correct?
It's got to be at least 4, but they can keep him on IR a little longer, I believe.
So it really depends. Like if they want to use him, he could be available after this next week.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. Not real sure there, but I would assume Noah Gray.
Another nice positive we got back this week, by the way, to go with our theme of Jalen Royals and Xavier Worthy. Rasheed Rice was allowed to come back into the facilities this week and practice with the team.
No, he can't practice. He can't
But he's back with the facility.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I guess he couldn't practice. Yeah, he's not allowed to be there. When's he allowed to get on the field and practice? Does it got to be the week of, or are they allowed 1 or 2 weeks?
It has to be after the suspension.
But he was allowed back into the facilities. Yeah. And so that's big. He can be in the film room. He can be in the weight room. He could probably be on the practice field, just not taking snaps.
You are correct. No, I can't be on the practice field.
Could he be in the stands with a megaphone?
Could he be out there with some binoculars like Bill Belichick?
He could be like, Taekwon, you ran that route too shallow, baby. Come on.
Hey, shout out our boy Jacob Emmerich here. Been a member for 4 months. Says, hey boys, just wanted to say I can't wait to see Worthy and Rice on the field together. They're gonna open the offense up. I can feel it down in my plums, baby. Let's go. Hey Jacob, we appreciate you, buddy. And it was great to meet you at the Chew with the Crew. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, I feel it down in my plums too. I do.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen with a light blue hue to them.
Yeah, baby.
Good job. I was waiting to play that. I've been waiting to play that clip for weeks. Jacob set it up so nicely.
Yeah, for sure. No, man, we've not really got to see much of that, right? Well, we got 3 weeks of it last year. That was it.
Yeah.
And now you have to think that not only that, but also you're going to have Hollywood. Also, you're going to have Tyquan Thornton. Also, you're going to have Juju Smith-Schuster. Also, you're going to have Jalen Royals. Things could get real interesting here in the next few weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
In my opinion, I don't think Nico Remigio is any chopped liver out there.
I think he'd be a really good asset to the offense. I think if they put him out there and used him more, he could do some things.
Nico does some things. And if you could get Brashard Smith out there in any capacity, you've got a lot of speed and playmakers on this field.
Let's go.
I think we got to start adapting to it.
Yeah, baby.
Nagy's got to get it together. Reed's got to get it together.
Get it together, man, Nagy. Sammy with a 2 says we can get Chanel for 1/8 of the price of TJ Watt.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes, we can. I think
he's going to bring less than 1/8 of his sack total too, though. So, I mean, that's probably something. But
man, I don't know. Don't you think like there are different ways they could use? Could you imagine if you just made Leo an edge rusher?
I think it'd be fun to see. Could he really do any worse than like the Mike Dan or what Charles Omenihu's offered this year? Good night.
No. The answer is no.
Steve,
Mike Dana should be back this week, right? So maybe we get a little bit less of Charles Omenihu getting totally stood up out there.
Christian Fulton was limited in practice again today, so it's a possibility he sits again.
Did he break a fingernail?
Yeah, but at least he's like, maybe he's in the right, in the right direction here. I don't know.
Christian, if you're watching,
don't piss him off too,
brother. Let's go. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's wild. Got to get out there. Hey, guys, we appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome. Thanks for getting in the chat. Thanks for donating, all that fun stuff. Real quick, on your way out, if you haven't yet, hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're trying to get to 50K. Slowly but freaking surely, we're getting there. Hit that sub button if you haven't. Shazam will have score predictions on the pregame. So we'll be doing a pregame the day of the game. Catch that live stream. We'll do our score predictions and all of that.
May do score predictions on the video on Saturday as well.
Or that. Just keep an eye out.
It's probably going to be both.
Yep, they're coming. If you guys would like to join the ACU crew, join.allchiefedup.com, just $4.99 a month. Go do it. We're getting ready to do a members-only live stream in the next few days. Be giving away a signed Jaden Hicks picture. He signed it up real nice for you. We're going to give it away. Mike also has something else to give away. So get in on that if you have not yet. That's join.allchiefedup.com.
We got a mystery box to open, Steve. We've got a mystery box to open.
Yeah. yeah. Forgot.
All I
Open
know-
it. Open it.
All I know
Open it.
is that upon first glance, I didn't recognize the name. The address was somewhere in Indianapolis. That's all I know. I don't know anybody that we know from
Go,
Indianapolis.
Captain Freedom. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Freedom?
Yep. Also, if you would like to support the channel by buying some merchandise, you can go to merch.allchiefedup.com. Check out the merchandise over there. I am going to try to somehow weave out 30 minutes of my life and get the holiday shirts back on the store, and also a couple other things.
It's about that time.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to go ahead and get that rolling. I don't want to miss out on that. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. We'll be back later on with a video on Saturday.
Yeah. You said today's
Yeah.
Thursday. Don't make me do more
Yeah.
work today. I
We're
can't.
going to have a video coming out Saturday, and then we'll be doing a pregame and a postgame live stream on Sunday. So don't miss it. Appreciate you guys. Go Chiefs.
Get wild.